Hey, bosses, welcome to the Boss Moves broadcast, where bold entrepreneurs learn bold moves as we hyper focus to share real lessons, real experiences, and real strategies to help you make your next move your best move. I am your host, Erica the Design Diva, and you are going to love it here because we're bringing strategy, clarity, and boss energy. But before we start, I just have one question. Are you ready to level up? Well, good. I'm glad you said yes. Now, I'm jumping right into it because, we got to get this thing done, right? If you are anything like me and you've logged into ChatGPT recently, you might have had this thought and you might see something like you might have said something in your head. You might have said some bad words, but I'm going to keep it professional, okay? You might have said, when did all this stuff get here? Where is this feature? Where is that feature? And what are all these new things? So chat just did a major update as of the time that I'm recording this. There are updates that happen all the time, but they just did one that was like actually really huge. One of the prime examples is when you log into ChatGPT, there's now two modes at the very top where you can do chat versus work. Now, chat, that's what's going to be the way that we're used to using ChatGPT before this update. Now, work is going to help get things done. So, chat is catching up with some of the other tools that kind of had a mode like this. They may be called work mode or similar. So, anyway, that's just like a little tidbit. And, it seems like every other week you're seeing a new feature, a new button, something new has been added. And I think that this is something where a lot of people can say, okay, I'm excited because it has moved so fast. But on the other hand, you can be like, you know what? This is too much. It can really be to the point that it's overwhelming. And that's why we're here today because you may be thinking, you may be one of those people that's thinking, I got to learn everything. How am I going to keep up with this stuff? But there's some good news. You don't have to learn everything. You really do not, even if you are using AI. To benefit from AI, what you need to be doing is making sure that you're not getting stuck into the mentality, spending all your energy, all your time on trying to keep up with absolutely every single feature that is coming out, absolutely every update that's coming out. That's not that's not efficient. So, what we're going to be doing in today's broadcast is talking about a few of the new ChatGPT features that you may or may not know about, because I will be talking about some of the new ones, but also I'm going to touch on uh, a couple that I actually have used in the past that or they're already there, but they've gotten a little upgrade. All right. So I really think that it's going to be helpful for you as a business owner to be able to use ChatGPT. And what I want you to do also is to apply this to any other tool that you are using, AI or otherwise. You don't have to learn all of it. You just need to learn the parts that are going to help you be efficient. Don't think of it as, oh my gosh, it's something new. I'm always going to be on this learning curve. What you have to do is ask yourself, what are the features and and are there any features that are going to help me and my business be more efficient? So that's the mindset I want you to be in as we go forward. So let's go ahead and jump in. So first and foremost, one of the features that I really like, excuse me, is one that is going to help you to be more organized. And as we go through this, I'm going to not only be telling you the feature, I'm going to be telling you why I think it's important for, for to highlight it. Okay. And okay, and actually, before I actually get into the features, I just do want to say this: there are always going to be updates. If you think about it, Microsoft has been around a long time. Microsoft Office, Apple has been around a long time. They're not going to stop doing updates. They're continuing on, but your website is still going to need updates. You're going to need social media posts. You're going to need emails and text messages to send to your connections, to your audience, to your community. All these things are still going to be needed. So no matter what the updates are, you still need to have systems in place that work for you and your brand. And that's the kind of the mindset that I want you to be in, even as things change, as technology evolves, as AI continues to, oh my gosh, change super rapidly. Again, think about the features that are going to help you improve. You don't have to be on every single platform. You don't have to be on every single tool. You need to be able to focus on a system and workflow that works for your business. Okay, so now let's jump into the features. So the first feature that I want to tell you about is one that's going to help you stay organized, as I was talking about, and that's the projects feature. And I really like this because, listen, I have OCD tendencies, so this is one of the ones that is going to help uh, to organize some of those thoughts, especially for someone like me who I manage Design Diva Studios, and I have other things where like events going on. Oh my gosh, building out my new academy and learning system. Excuse me, and also just again doing stuff for clients, doing stuff for connections. Even family members will ask me to do stuff sometimes, um, and all of this is going on, sometimes it is hard to stay organized. Listen, I have so many uh, Google Docs of different stuff and different nuggets and plans that I've discussed with ChatGPT and my other AI tools that I utilize. It's a lot, okay? Because AI is supposed to be helping me more efficient. It can't help me be well. It's better for it not to be more efficient overall than help me be more efficient in one space, but then it's not helping me to manage things. So again, the projects is one that I like because it's going to help you organize things in folders. And there are a couple of options here. As far as the settings go, you can do something where you can do the setting where it's internal only to that particular folder. So I'm saying whatever is in that closed chat for that. So for instance, see the first one. There's mine on the screen is Boss Moves Broadcast. So in that folder, if I only want it to be in there, not accessible to any other chats that are going on, then I could turn that privacy kind of mode on. Otherwise, there's another one where the other one, which I have mine set to because I've already been chatting with ChatGPT about Boston's broadcast. Um, I actually have it so that my other chats it can pull from my other chats, and my other chats can pull from it, vice versa. Okay, and right now, as of now, it says that you cannot change it. Once you set it up, you cannot make that change. Um, Hopefully, and I'm thinking that in future updates there may be something that changes where you can flip back and forth where you change the privacy. Anyway, I think this is going to be really helpful because again, these are some you can share these as well. So let's just say like I have client Betty Boop, right? So I can do a chat only here and I can share that particular one, a whole bunch of stuff with Betty Boop. Anything that I chat with under that Betty Boop project, I can send that and share that exactly with her only, her and her team only, whoever I select. Okay. So this right here, definitely a game changer, especially for people like me who have OCD tendencies. Okay. It's okay. We're still good, you know. We're still worthy of love. So projects is the first feature that I wanted to tell you about. It's going to help you stay organized. That is why you want to look into utilizing that. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, and I didn't even mention even some of your if you're having personal stuff because I do meal planning for using Chat GPT, and yeah, so that I could have like a folder that's called personal project or whatever, something. Anyway, you do what works for you. The next feature is this right here, better memory. Listen, the reason that this is important is because you are going to be able to get a more personalized responses from your AI tool, from ChatGPT. We're talking ChatGPT here, and again, there are features in other tools, but again, focus is chat today. So, of course, memory is enabled. If you don't have memory enabled, then you can't do the settings. But the memory summary, definitely go in and take a look at that. That's something you can definitely learn from. There's a prompt going around that says, hey, ask ChatGPT what it has learned about you. That comes from your memory summary. If you go in there, and this is going to be in your settings, and then you'll go over to personalization on the left, and then you'll see these options here. And if you go on there, you can actually customize what the memory summary is, just in case there's something wrong or off or something you want to update, you can actually do it from there. All right. So Again, this is going to just help things be more personalized. And the fact that you can go in there and make those changes, that is awesome. And just another little bonus tip, if you are the person like me who doesn't want all those emojis, there's a setting in here, personalization, where you can minimize the number of emojis. You can have a minimal number of emojis. Okay, so this is where you look on the personalization. All right, cool, cool beans. So first and foremost, we covered we talked about um, the projects, and next we talked about the projects feature, which is helping you be more organized. Second, we just talked about the better memory, which is going to just help you get more personalized AI results when you are working with ChatGPT. Okay. Now we move on. Listen, we are powering through this, okay? Are we not? So I have to look at my notes because I'll be all over the place, okay? And I try to stick to my timing as well. So the next feature is going to be the sites. Listen, this one right here is going to okay, the why. Let me tell you this first. This is help you to launch your ideas faster, your cohesive ideas, not just random. So for me, I'm excited about this because I mean, I've been creating websites for a very, very long time, right? So when I saw this, I was just like, okay, I really like this because it's going to help me be more efficient. I had been using chat to do some things and to plan things out, to strategize, to create a plan, and then create a prompt for landing pages. And I would say, hey, I want to do the landing page in this tool right here. Whatever the other AI tool is, I would copy and paste that entire prompt over there. So now I don't have to go back and forth and say, hey, Chat GPT, this is what I want to change. Give me a better prompt for this. And if you don't know, if you've not used any other AI tools other than Chat GPT, a lot of them are credit based. So if you go over in the other tool trying to talk back and forth to it, you will eat your credits up. I know this from experience, honestly. Anyway, um, I don't want to start any arguments or anything because again, I'm a web professional. I've been doing it for years. I created websites by hand, like you doing the actual code. So I know all of that. But I really believe that a strategic website is still one of the best investments. Okay. So even though we have the AI builders and everything, they are like, listen, I do not try to negate the value of them, but I also understand the value of having a full website for your customer journey and all the things, right? And also conversions, all long term types of things. But the AI generated like now that ChatGPT can do is going to be great for landing pages, just quick, like maybe like campaign pages if you want to get something over quick for a client, maybe. Um, Anything like that, quick lead magnets. Honestly, for me, it has been a game changer for me because I can actually create websites. And look, if you make it to the end of this, and I'm gonna share an offer with you, if you go to that link, that's an AI generated landing page. Absolutely loved it. So, um, look, this came in handy because I know that I had started doing actually when I was doing the lunch and learns, all I had was a direct link to the payment. So all my promotion, which I'm like, I people pay you to build a landing page because they see the value in it to help with conversions, right? But I didn't have a landing page because I hadn't had time to build it. I think I had already done 2 lunch and learns before I actually created a landing page, and I just broke down. I was like, "You know what? Let me try it with AI." Anyway, you can do this in ChatGPT now. Super excited about this. Okay, Lloyd, let me put it on the screen. I just want to show y'all this like little screenshot that I did for Boss Moves broadcast. And all I did was tell it to I said, "Hey, do a site for Boss Moves Broadcast." Since it already knows, and we talked about Boss Moves Broadcast, I have it connected to my Google Drive with the folder where the Boss Moves Broadcast description and everything is. It already knows Boss Moves Broadcast, so it went ahead and created a few previews, and this was the one I think I liked the best. I love it. I didn't even like, I literally did not even have to say use my brand colors. Like, okay, big heart on this one, ChatGPT. I cannot wait to utilize this more. You can also connect domains and all those things. All right. And I know I'm moving fast, but I just want you to see the features that I believe are going to be helpful for you as, or some of the features. Okay. Because again, there's updates every day, but some of the newer ones that are going to be helpful, I think will be helpful for you as a business owner. And again, I'm going fast and moving through these swiftly for the sake of time. But what I want you to understand is this: I'm going to be doing a lunch and learn that's soon. And I'm actually going to be doing demonstrations on this. And I'll tell you more about that a little bit later. Okay. Now, before we move to the next feature that I want to talk about, I just really love the fact that now I just want to reiterate that being able to brainstorm in chat and then also getting to the point where I can build that landing page. And this, again, this could be a starter. This could be something where just gives me an idea if I want to go create a landing page in WordPress, or because I haven't even explored yet whether it can be exported to WordPress. I will get to that though. Okay. Yes, I still love my WordPress and I still am going to use WordPress. Okay. Period. Because yeah, powered by WordPress. Yeah, there are some things there. That's for another broadcast. All right. But I also wanted you to understand that this is going to help my productivity. This is going to help me be more efficient because I don't have to jump to that other tool now. So this is, and it's going to help me because when you have a lot going on, I don't know if you're like me, but you have a lot going on, it it's easy to get distracted by something where it's not, this is not what you're supposed to be focusing on. So I don't have to jump to another tool and take the chance of breaking my creative flow as I'm over here working on this. Okay. So really excited about this. All right. All right. So we're through three of them already, y'all. So we talked about, what did we talk about? We started out with the projects. Then we went and talked about the better memory. And now we talked about the sites. The fourth feature that I want to tell you about, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it. But the fourth feature is a better search. And again, I told you I was going to go back to some of the stuff that already was in place. This one right here, again, I've already told you that I had already kind of started building like a repository of Google Docs with all this information about the chats, about the plans, and about the different, okay, what was the pricing structure, all of the things. Because when I was using Chat GPT search tool before, it was hit and miss. I had a 50-50 chance of actually finding exactly what I was looking for. And even asking ChatGPT, sometimes it couldn't figure out what I was talking about. I'm like, hey, we had this discussion before, remember? And I chat was not being chat, okay? It was not being as helpful. But now that with this newest update, it has addressed some of those issues with the search. So again, this is something I'm excited about because I mean, just being able to go back to those things is going to help with organization. It's going to help with efficiency. Because if I search for something for 20 minutes and I don't find it, that is definitely wasted time. Again, it's easy to get distracted and do something else. So I don't. I'm excited about being able to use this feature more and utilizing it better. So as a business owner, you have a lot going on. So that's one less thing that's going to be frustrating you because you can't find it. All right. Now, this one right here, again, this is a feature that is not new. It is a feature that, again, is something that I definitely have used, and I've demoed it and talked about it at least in every AI course that I've taught. Right. So, excuse me. And that is the voice feature. And there are two different pieces to the voice feature. You may have already used one or the other before, but one is where you actually can have that conversation where the chat you pick a voice for chat and it actually talks back to you. So you actually are having an audio conversation. The other piece is the dictate. So that's just the little microphone that's to, yeah, it's almost to the end of the chat little bubble, right? So that little microphone, it actually is for dictation. And I'm so grateful for one of my connections, Miss Lakeisha Lovett. She said that one day she had the idea to record a meeting, and she recorded that meeting. And because she recorded the meeting and it transcribed it, she dictated. That's what it was. It transcribed. It was able to transcribe what they talked about in the meeting, give her a summary, and then she was able to create a quote directly from there, a custom quote, because all of the things and all the elements were already there. So using that is definitely a game changer. And for business owners, listen, if you're creative and if you are that leader, oh my gosh, being able to use that button and dictate things when they come to your mind, whether you're walking, you're working out, whatever you're doing, you can actually open up chat. If you have the app on your phone, you can open up chat and you can go ahead and hit that transcribe microphone, and the idea is there. And the beautiful part is, like, look, I have to tell chat, like, look, this is just an idea now. Remind me to come back to this in 24 hours. I'll say something like that, or remind me in 3 days, or remind me next week this time to that we're gonna explore this some more, right? So because chat will take the just you dictating and take that idea and run with it, and you'll be down the rabbit hole. Okay, be careful. I just gave you an extra tip, a bonus tip, so know that. And the other piece about this though is if you are ready to utilize this information or these thoughts that you are dictating, then you can say something like, hey, like for instance, for me, I can say, hey, I'm still hyped from the Black Business Takeover event that went down last week. It was a great turnout. The vendors, the people came out to support the vendors, the business owner who opened up his doors, Calvin at Grillmaster was grateful, so grateful for us shining a light on his business, whatever I want to say. And then I can say something like, go ahead and create 3 powerful and optimized LinkedIn posts based on these ideas that I just shared. Do you see how efficient that is? So it's not like I lost those thoughts. And this right here, again, this is something I utilize all the time. I literally will, if I have an idea, sometimes a lot of times, I will click that dictate button. And what I will do is I will literally brain dump. Just like I was just flowing, whatever's on my brain, it has the power to organize those into like cohesive ideas and the cohesive thoughts, and then move forward with whatever the next step is. All right. So before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. We covered 5 ChatGPT features, a new some of them new, some of them upgraded, some of them better, some that you just may have not tapped into for your business. Projects help you stay organized. Memory helps ChatGPT give you better results, right? Sites help you launch those ideas faster, all right? Get them out for forward facing for the world. Fourth, the search helps you to find information more efficiently, and then voice is going to help you capture ideas and move forward with them whenever inspiration strikes, whenever you are ready for it. So I want to know, put in the comments whether you're joining live or via replay. Actually, yeah, and I'm saying, yeah, yeah. So if you're watching the replay of this, what I want you to do is drop in the chat which one are you most excited about. And you can just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or put the name of it, which is projects, memory, sites, search, or voice. Which one, okay? Which one do you think are you going to be utilizing soon? And if it's more than one, pop more than one in the comments as well. Now, if this episode got you to thinking that you would like to see more about how to use these tools and to use these new features for your business, then I had already mentioned that I'm going to be doing a brand power lunch and learn coming up really soon. I am going to be dropping the link in the comments. but you can go to brandpowerlearning.com and you'll get more, you can get more information, you can register. And the difference between this and the lunch and learn is the lunch and learn, we'll have an hour together. I call it the power hour. That's why it's a brand power lunch and learn. I'm going to be doing demos of these features, and then always sprinkling some extra tips in as well. The replay is included if you cannot join live, so do keep that in mind. You can do a self-paced learning type of deal as well. Okay, so make sure you check that out at brandpowerlearning.com. Check in the comments for the link that you can click on. Now, I just want to close out now because I enjoyed this and I will keep talking because I love what I do. But this has been a visionary episode of the Boss Moves broadcast. And I hope that this conversation, what I presented here, is something that helped you to think bigger, helped you to move smarter, and it's going to be something that is opening up possibilities for your business, for your brand, for your visibility. Okay, I want you to listen. We're moving forward. If today's episode made you realize that your brand, your messaging, or your business strategy may need a little bit of elevation, you can learn more about the brand clarity audit that I created at imakebossmoves.com. Yes, imakebossmoves.com. And while you're there, be sure to stay connected. And if you are an entrepreneur with something that you want to share, some tips, some tidbits that you want to share that's going to help other people level up, I encourage you to apply to be a guest on a future episode as well. So thank you again for tuning in so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to Boss Moves Broadcast. And until next time, remember to keep shining, to keep building, and to keep making boss moves.